Hey guys, what's up? It's Matt with H6. Sorry if it's a little echoey. I just noticed that right now while I'm talking. But I have brought a headset to look at today, an alternative to something like the G733. Some of you watched the G733 video and asked for recommendations, even on some that I've got no experience with that cost more or about the same. But, you know, what I do here is try to look at the more affordable options of things, and that's why we're taking a look at Xiberia's Geo1 headset. Unlike the G733, this comes with cable adapters so that it's compatible with the Xboxes, all the Xboxes, the Series X, S, the One, whichever Xbox. It should work via controller support at that point by plugging in the adapter and running it down to the controller. So let's get that out of the way right now. Now, as far as PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 are both supported quite simply and quite easily with this one as well. You just plug in the USB dongle for it and you have a wireless headset that rivals that of the G733, in my humble opinion. Now, it's a hard thing to do is to try to tell you what it sounds like compared to the 733, so I'm going to do my best to articulate it, and we'll do a clip right here where I'm using it playing Cyberpunk 2077 on the PC and sort of trying to give you a detailed experience of what I can hear as I hear it.
So this microphone is a mono recording microphone, and it's actually a little bit sensitive. So if you get too close to it, it gets a little bit too loud and peaks and breaks easily. Now I do want to swap it out and try some different microphones with it, but Xiberia uses a 2.5 millimeter standard, which means I can't right now because it's the only 2.5 millimeter mic I have is this one. So I've got a bouquet of 3.5 millimeter microphones. And as soon as I get the adapter in, I'm going to plug them in and try them. Some of them are like meant for the HyperX even, so it should be pretty good. Now, what you're doing right now is listening to this microphone and kind of getting a feel for what it sounds like, while also we're playing the game, Cyberpunk 2077. And I'm going to try to attempt to describe to you how it does with the virtual surround sound. So let's do the first thing we're going to try and do is get near a car. Hear it pass from front to back. It doesn't feel quite as immersively whole. I lean in like it's going to help. But yeah, on left to right side. Now if I turn with it. Yeah. Well done. I look up. It does a good job. It does a pretty good job there. Very good. Okay. It does a good job of giving you that nice soundstage, well-rounded sounds. I'm not hearing any kind of peaks. It does sound a little flat to me, but that's only being really picky. Like, they sound good. As far as bassiness goes, when we shoot a gun, Rogue's gun is pretty deep sounding. Let's shoot that. It's got good bassiness. I mean, it sounds decent. Let's try something a little bigger. Johnny's gun's not quite as bassy. That's got a good bass kick to it. It's a nice clean sound with a nice thump to it. Well, anyways, you get the idea. My primary goal here was to kind of explain, do I get a good surround out of these, so I get that good directional sound, and how does it sound? I mean, it's a really hard thing to tell you. This is what I hear, and audio, of course, is very subjective to what you're going to appreciate, but it has a pretty well-rounded soundstage. It is a little bit more dead sounding, but not in a bad way. I mean, I don't mean it to sound bad, but compared to other ones, it definitely has a different, kind of less alive sound. I don't know. That still doesn't sound like a good thing to say. It's a little bit less alive sounding than the G733 or something. But like even this music right here that we're listening to on the motorcycle, you can hear it too, of course, through your own speakers. It sounds really good. It's a good wholesome sound, like I'm listening to Pandora or something, and I'm pleasantly satisfied with it. So there's that. Heck yeah, here we go. Woo! Ooh, I landed on somebody. Oh, I landed on bad guys. There you have it.
Now, these sound pretty good in all the highs, the lows, and the mids, and I think that it's pretty well-rounded. It doesn't blow my socks off. It doesn't make me go, wow, these are super amazing, but they are very good, and I like the way it sounds. It is a 50 millimeter driver inside of the ear cups, and it features a circumaural design with these faux leather pads that go around your ear. One of the things I did notice that I wanted to mention too was they were actually quite comfortable. After playing for many hours one night, I had no issues with feeling like it got super sweaty or hot. They're quite soft and quite comfortable, which is a big plus to me. And I kind of expected the band itself to be uncomfortable, but the band actually wasn't uncomfortable. It's pretty well padded, and time will tell if that's going to hold up over many times of using it, but as of right now, super comfortable headset, and it's super lightweight as well. Xiberia does not have a UI suite that you can go in and control things or change functions, much like you can in the 733. Or you can go into the 733 and use the Blue microphone options in order to do EQ adjustments to it. That doesn't exist here. They don't have software for it. So what it sounds like is pretty much what you get. On the left ear cup of the microphone is the 2.5mm boom mic, you heard me right. Also on the left ear you have a volume wheel for volume control. It's pretty basic volume control within the headset. Below the volume wheel is a mute button. Below that is a 3.5mm adapter for a controller, something that can go down to like the Xbox controller so that you can listen to your headset while you're playing on Xbox. Below that is USB-C, and it does take about 3 to 4 hours to charge to full. There is no standby mode, so if you forget to turn it off, it will run the battery out over time. The power button is ideally placed above the boom mic so that you're not accidentally hitting that when you're trying to mute or something. It's a good location, and while that's a small thing, I think that that's a plus because you don't want to accidentally turn off your headset. You might just want to mute it. It's good and out of the way on the top. And if you don't have the budget of something like a G733 or something bigger than that, or something that's more deep into your pocket, this is a great option. I would recommend this to somebody. I've had no problems with it. I really enjoy it. When it comes to sound, I think I would still prefer my Logitech headsets to it, but it does a great job for what it is. The lights on both the left and right ear cup that light up the Xiberia are discreet. They're not super noticeable. In fact, I actually forgot to mention those earlier. When they're on, they're blue. And to my knowledge, as of right now, I can't find a way to turn those off if I didn't want them on, but they're so small and they're not over-exaggerated lights that it doesn't really bother me, nor should it be taking a lot of power away from the battery and the headset. Anyways, guys, I hope this was helpful. I'll see you guys in the next video. I do. You guys have a great day, night, whatever it is.
Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Come on. Oh no!